You're at a party, standing by the snacks, or in the work kitchen waiting for the kettle to boil, when someone corners you with the script. "So, how's work? Crazy weather lately. Got any weekend plans?" No. You know exactly what you're supposed to say, so you nod, smile, answer on autopilot, but inside, it feels like your brain is being slowly sanded down. Your mind starts counting seconds instead of actually engaging. You're not scared of people, you're just bored and weirdly tired. Meanwhile, you watch other people bounce from one light topic to the next, laughing like this is the best part of being human. And you quietly think, why does this feel like noise to me? Why can't I just enjoy it like everyone else? If small talk makes your soul quietly leave your body, what psychology says about people like you is something most of us are never told, and it might completely change how you see this awkward side of yourself. Very quickly, the world starts telling you this is a you problem. Loosen up. It's just conversation. You're so serious. Not everything has to be deep. Maybe you've even been called antisocial, boring, or no fun because you go quiet when the talk never leaves the surface. Or because you avoid events you know will be hours of "so what do you do?" on repeat. So you start turning it inward. Everyone else seems to do this so easily. Why do I feel drained by something? That's supposed to be simple? Am I just bad at being a person? Do I not like people as much as I thought? Most people like you stop there and decide they're just socially broken, but that's only because nobody ever explained what your brain is actually built to look for in a conversation. What most people never tell you is that hating small talk doesn't automatically mean you're bad at talking to people. Very often, it means you have a depth-oriented signal over noise brain. Psychology finds that people high in what's called need for cognition actually enjoy thinking deeply, and your mind is constantly asking, what does this really mean? Who are you actually? What's underneath this? It's an endless loop of busy as usual, and weather's crazy feels like trying to live on snacks when you're starving for a real meal. You don't struggle with conversation, you struggle with conversation that never goes anywhere. In the next part, we'll break down exactly why your brain reacts this way. Your need for meaning, for authenticity, and for protecting your limited social energy, and how that same trait, used well, can become one of your biggest strengths instead of something you apologize for. To really understand your reaction, you have to see what your mind is built to do. First, there's your need for meaning. Some brains are wired to chase ideas, stories, and real information. Yours is one of them. When a conversation stays stuck on same old, there's nothing for your mind to actually chew on. It's like your brain is leaning forward, waiting for substance that never arrives. Then there's your sensitivity to authenticity. Small talk often feels a bit like a script. How are you? Good, you? Even when that's not the truth? If you value emotional honesty, that mismatch grates on you. Pretending to be fascinated by crazy weather, huh? When you're not, can feel like a tiny act of self-betrayal. Your nervous system relaxes when people say something real, even if it's messy. Honestly, it's been a rough week. Finally, there's energy management. If you're introverted or low social energy, every interaction withdraws from a limited battery. Spending that battery on shallow loops feels wasteful. You'd rather invest it in 1 or 2 conversations where you actually connect than in 10 where you never really show up as yourself. Most people just see you go quiet. They don't see the meaning, hunger, authenticity, radar, and battery math your brain is running in the background. The tricky part is making sure this depth doesn't quietly turn into a wall between you and everyone else. Here's where it gets important. There's a version of I hate small talk that's just honest self-knowledge. You know what feeds you and what drains you? So you choose fewer, deeper conversations and protect your energy. That's healthy. But there's another version where I hate small talk slowly turns into a shield. You roll your eyes at everyone, refuse any light interaction, and use depth as a reason to avoid the risk of being seen at all. On the outside, both look the same. On the inside, one is values, the other is fear or lonely superiority. A better path is to let small talk be a short bridge, not a place you live. You can give a simple answer, ask one real follow-up, and gently steer things deeper when it feels safe, or step away when your battery is done, without hating yourself or everyone else. If this felt like someone finally explained why casual chit-chat makes your brain want to leave the room, you're not alone, and you're not socially broken for wanting substance. Subscribe and stay close if you want more videos that decode traits like this without shaming you. And tell me in the comments what kinds of conversations actually make you feel alive. Because next, we're going even deeper into how people like you are built for depth in a world addicted to noise.